And we are live. Hello, everyone. Great to be here. We are live with Nicole from Tokocrypto, and I have the pleasure of hosting this webinar to make sure that all our traders on WazirX know what Tokocrypto is and can take an informed decision to buy Tokocrypto. Right? Thank you, Nicole, for being here. Glad to have you with us.
My pleasure.
So, Nicole, can you just explain in brief what Tokocrypto is all about and what does the project do?
Okay, thank you very much for having me today, and thank you, Pareen. I just had an AMA with the WazirX community yesterday, and the energy was just overwhelming. Can't wait to be back, to any kind of, the community in India, and just to share about what Tokocrypto has been doing in general and with India in particular. So Tokocrypto actually is the first regulated exchange in Indonesia. So we are, we have a big team right now and quite decentralized in Indonesia, also across the globe. And as an exchange, of course, our mandate is to get crypto, mainstream, and also to support, crypto ecosystem in Indonesia. So we are the first CDFI, which stands for centralized and decentralized finance, kind of feature like products for Indonesian and also international users. So in brief, we kind of offer, the best of both worlds. So the centralized finance products and also the decentralized finance products. And at the same time, we give the users some sort of, transition, from the non-crypto to crypto space, from the CFI to DeFi space, make sure that, that this is the right, path for them. So in the past, I would say in the past couple of months, we've already got quite a bit of interest from international users following our launch on Binance Launchpad. So we've got 200,000 people registered for over $4 billion, kind of value. And basically, after following the launch, we also kind of acquired a user every 5 seconds from both Indonesia and also from the international market. So I think that this is a very good opportunity. This is a really good occasion to share with you and the Indian community about what we have been doing. And also to, following the listing of TKO on WazirX, I hope that I would be able to share a bit about the project and also, to get more of you to be excited about what we'll be doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nicole. That was a great introduction. I think what I found most interesting about Tokocrypto is that you have provided this bridge between CFI and DeFi, because not everyone is ready for DeFi. We need some handholding and then go to CFI. That seems like the most interesting approach that I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And you had
sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, so
sorry, go ahead.
The idea of going from CFI to DeFi is great. And you mentioned that you are adding one user every 5 seconds. That's a great rate of growth that you've got for the exchange. And I think what you have in terms of Toko token is an exchange token, right? That you have, just like we have BNB or WazirX token. It's an exchange token that you have in terms of Toko, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's correct.
Awesome. And that lays a great background of what you're doing at Tokocrypto, and it seems that your ecosystem is growing really well. I think we have just so many questions pouring in already in the live chat.
Okay.
I'm going to start with some questions first from our Twitter handle. So we had asked on WazirX Twitter handle if they had any questions for you, and we've got some questions, very interesting ones here. I'm going to take them one by one so that our users' questions are answered first, and then we will take questions from the live chat. And there is a $100 bounty for best questions in the live chat. So please ask us great questions and know more about TKO token and Toko exchange, right? So first question is, how is TKO going to pioneer its Indonesian NFT landscape with Indonesia's first of its kind marketplace for digital collectibles and creative assets for emerging young artists? So this is
Mm.
an NFT question.
Okay, I think this is a great question to start with. I'm not sure if you have been to Indonesia, Pari.
Long back, I think quite some time back, I've been to Indonesia once, but not much. I think for a
Okay,
few days only.
okay. I think this NFT is going to be a great initiative, and like the gateway for people to get to know about the sprawling art scene of Indonesia, and also of the crypto scene in Indonesia as well. So actually, I think this is so yeah, as you mentioned, we started off as an exchange token, but with this huge reception from the users, and also with the liquidity that we have been able to pull together. I think this is like a great playground for us to, roll out a lot of initiatives around the crypto scene. And starting with NFT, I think that's a very good occasion for us to introduce to the world, how the Indonesian emerging artists are, kind of their talents, what they have been doing in the space, and also a good opportunity for them to access the global market. So basically, we will provide a platform for the local artists to promote their digital artwork and to a wider audience. So not only in Indonesia, but anyone in the world with a mobile, with a wallet, they can access, and they can also buy, and they can trade all of these artworks from the Indonesian artists. And we will initiate collaborations with some of the local artists and content creators as well, and creative communities. So it's not only about painting and artworks. I believe that the creative asset marketplace is definitely just at the start. So basically, we can do more to boost the awareness, to attract more young talents to join us, and also to get more people to be excited about this whole art scene of Indonesia. And TKO will be the backbone of this platform, and it's going to be the payment gateway for the transaction between the local artist and the local and international, let's say, buyers, and also the enthusiasts, the art enthusiast.
So I think definitely I haven't been to Indonesia to look at the culture and study the culture, but I think with a lot of young artists posting their art on a global marketplace like an NFT marketplace, which can be accessed globally, I think that will enable
Mhm.
a lot of people to experience the culture and the art out there. And I think uh, as we launched WazirX NFT marketplace recently, we are experiencing a lot of Indian artists who are getting
Great.
exposed on a global stage. I think that's the same that you're going to do to Indonesia as well.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I think the Asia Pacific is definitely kind of heating up for the NFT landscape. So I think we've got a lot of kind of a lot of emerging markets right now. So we have India, Indonesia, the Philippines, even like Vietnam, for example, where I'm from. So I think this is not just like a country-specific initiative, but we are talking more about kind of cross-regional collaboration. And I think with the marketplace, so what WazirX is doing in India somehow also kind of aligns with what we're doing in here, and definitely cross-country collaboration is very eminent in the future.
That is so amazing to know. I think NFTs are going to open up a whole lot of use cases now.
Agree.
Uh,
Yeah.
Next question is from Sagar Shekhar, who has asked, what are the benefits of operating in CFI DeFi over DeFi for TKO? And what is the difference between CFI DeFi, CDeFi, I think what is written is CDeFi, and DeFi?
Mm,
So what are the benefits of having this crossover bridge that you built?
okay. Yeah, I think so. One of our key mandates is to get people, to maybe have more trust with crypto, and to get crypto more mainstream in Indonesia and also in the world. And one of the key products that we have launched together with finance is BIDR, which is like a rupiah pegged stablecoin
Wow.
for the Indonesians to buy and trade cryptocurrencies more easily. And they can, they can actually deposit in IDR. They can, acquire BIDR, and they can just get access to this whole, spectrum of cryptocurrencies and different products that we are offering. So I think that the CDFI here has a lot to do with, a lot of these touch points that we are setting up to make sure that people can access crypto very easily. They can see how they can, do the trading on a day-to-day basis. They can actually, also sometimes do payment with cryptocurrency, maybe in the future. And with the CDFI here, we do not really want people to make like a huge, leap of faith into the crypto space. But actually, we are kind of offering them both, these different types of product. So with the CFI, it's about, like savings, it's about cashback with TKO and with VIDR. And with DeFi, of course, it's more about farming, yielding, NFT, a bit more advanced on the way. But we think that basically the DeFi is definitely, it's just started. And with the CFI, basically people have been tied up to it for a very long time. So how would we be able to kind of convince people to, to cross the chasm and kind of trying to get there and, get used to DeFi? It's still a long way to go, but we want to make sure that all the transition is there, and maybe with more hand holding with what we are doing, let's say with the trading class, with a lot of educational initiatives. I hope that we would have more users on board with us, and they would see that crypto is not only about trading, but of course it's also about, like real life applications. And of course, it's going to be working towards the financial inclusion for Indonesia. So just a fun fact that Indonesia has one of the highest like financial inclusion rate. So at the moment, it's around like 70% or even more, 76%. So actually, I think with crypto, we are doing even more than a lot of other countries, to make crypto more mainstream, and also, it's going to be serving for the benefits of the mass audience. And we want to be part of that journey.
That's amazing to know. 76% of financial inclusion, and
Yes.
Even then, I think what you're talking about is it's easier for people to get into CFI first, then taste DeFi a little bit, and there's a learning curve that people usually have to take, to understand a decentralized wallet or anything like that, and then get onto that journey. That's a great bridge that you're providing. I think that strategy works really well. Maybe even in a country like India, that's needed.
Awesome. Yeah.
So next question, I'm seeing a ton of questions on the live chat, basically asking when moon, and that's one question that you have to answer on your own. I don't think any of us can say when moon. Of course, I see how amazing this token is, but I would really appreciate some fundamental questions about the token and about the exchange itself, about their initiatives. And I think when moon you can answer once you understand what they are doing, right? That's how we trade crypto. So let's take the third question from Twitter first. Okay. So this is by Karan Singh. He's asking, what is the major focus of this token and how is it mined?
Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to come back to this CDFI theme, quite a few times today. So actually, as I mentioned, so the major focus for us is to the bridging mechanism between CFI and DeFi, and also not only for Indonesia, but also for the international market as well. And we hope that we would be able to kind of, get people to really familiarize and start to have more trust in crypto. And this is going to open up like a whole new, I think, different market and a whole new spectrum of opportunities that we haven't been able to see in, with CFI before. So I think for the mining process, actually TKO is a POS proof of stake token, and it can be mined through the staking process, which can be done via Fortube and Pancake and Bakery Swap for now. So right now, if you are a holder of TKO, you can either join our Binance Earn program to earn, I think, 34% APY, and or you can also like join our, like ongoing campaigns with these three platforms to see how the staking mechanic works and how you can also earn quite a bit on your TKO reserves. I think seeing is believing. If you can really try it out, I think you can definitely see how the process works. And I hope that you will be able to support TKO more.
That is amazing. That's an amazing answer. Thank you, Nicole. I think the next question we will take is from Yeshi Rangdol, who's saying, "Oh wow, this is an interesting question." Yeshi says, "I heard Tokocrypto is considering IPO after years. And my question is, what changes will it create in the Toko community, and will it add value to the token holders if it becomes an IPO?" I think the answer is definitely yes, but I think Nicole will have a much elaborate answer on this.
Okay. So basically, for right now, for Tokocrypto, we are holding around approximately $1 billion worth of TKO, and we have 800,000 users. And we have clocked around $10 million in annualized profits as of date, with the, let's say, based on our transaction transaction fee, at 0.1%. I think that these numbers really, speak volume about what we can do as a crypto business, but also about the opportunities when we can go public, let's say in Indonesia. So I think you might have, or some of you here might have checked out, recent news and saw that our CEO has, announced about our upcoming IPO plan in Indonesia. And his ambition and our ambition is to legitimize cryptocurrencies and really make this like a mainstream game. So not only among, the crypto traders, which currently just account for maybe 5 or 7% of the population, but we want to make it like a mainstream games for the investors, and also with the mainstream investors and mainstream kind of, like people and users as well. So I think with this IPO, of course, we're gonna have to sleep on it for some time. It's not going to be anytime soon, but we would have to take into account a lot of the opinions from our stakeholders, our users, our investors as well, and basically the public investment that we get from IPO. We hope that we can use this to first of all enhance our infrastructure, and second of all to provide more quality products, especially not only in terms of exchange products, but a variety of products that we are launching in our roadmap. So we also have auction, we have NFT, we have staking, we have like maybe a new office in Bali for people to try out crypto. So there are quite a few things around the ecosystem that we believe that with let's say collective investment and support from the mainstream audience, we will be able to pull it off. So yeah, that's a sketch of our IPO plan.
Wow, that is an amazing answer as well. I think what you're saying is IPO is the vision. Definitely not anytime soon, but that's where you want to be. And the follow-up question was, how will this impact the token? I'm sure positively, but do you have anything to add to that?
I believe that at the moment, TKO already has some positive innate drivers, like growth drivers. So let's say first of all, as a token for the exchange, we are seeing let's say this immense growth from the Indonesian market, and I think that's also like the underlying strength and growth of what we would be doing in Indonesia and also in the international market. And I think the news about the IPO, of course, there have been a lot of news recently about how crypto has been perceived more friendly in a lot of countries, including India and also Indonesia. And we also like, in close talks with the regulators here, like on regular basis. And I believe that if we're going to do that as, let's say, the first crypto unicorn here in Indonesia, that's going to be, of course, that's going to give more confidence to our users and our investors in the long term. Because, yeah, I mean, we believe that we are here to stay for a longer agenda, and we are not going to go anywhere. And the moment, once you put your trust in us, I believe that we will be able to do so much more than what we are doing right now.
That's amazing to know. Next
Thank
question
you.
is from Praveen Satya. This is another interesting question. What factors led to your success in Indonesia over your competitors? So, what basically is asking, what's your secret recipe? If you can share that, Nicole, with us.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I think there are a number of critical success factors to what we are doing in Indonesia. But I think one of the key, I would say, factor in here is that we try to be as inclusive as possible. So, for example, with the regulators, we discuss with BAPETI very often. That is the Financial Regulatory Authority of Indonesia. And we know that it's going to be a very tedious, and also it's going to be a great effort to do that, to keep the regulators informed about what we are doing. But in the long run, we want to be like a real player, like a accredited player in the market. And we also want to build a good relationship with them, so that they see that, of course, we are here to stay. And even with the listing and everything, I mean, we are in touch with them very often to keep them updated about the market, about our business. Also, the inclusiveness here is also about the community. So if you check out our website, our community, you see that we do not only function as a exchange, but we see that the education is very critical to our, let's say, to our business, and also to the growth of the ecosystem. So basically, we do a lot of initiatives like trading class. We also do a lot of these sessions where we provide information about the market to the community. And we also have collaborate with the community to get the word out about our project. So the TKO Angels is one of our reward scheme for, let's say, our believers, those who believe in our products. And we are now recruiting international TKO Angels as well. So if you feel like you might be one of them, just drop me a message and let me know, so that we would be able to have like a team, like an ambassador team of Tokocrypto in Indonesia, in India, for example. Other than that, I think we also very serious about security and the operations that we have been doing. You might see that, of course, we are partnering with finance, and basically we are also using their infrastructure, and to make sure that all of the trading, all of the operations comply with the highest standards, and also to bring about the best experiences for the last but not least. All of our utilities and products at the moment, they are quite in line with what users want, and we kind of structure our product portfolio in a way that it makes sense, and then it meets the needs of the industry and the users. So technically, I think that's this is like a multi-dimensional kind of effort. But I think that with the crypto space for now, it's not like a standalone. I mean, no project can be like a standalone success. So it has to be there. It needs the right support from the community, from the regulators, and also from the partners as well. So WazirX and Binance are some of our key partners at the moment. And also in July, we're gonna launch maybe like a bigger scale, like an APAC kind of scale up event, that we want to celebrate the milestones and the success of TKO with our partners. And I hope to invite some of you here to our party back in July, so that you will be able to see that we really want to make this like a crypto festival, not only for us but also for the APAC projects.
That's a great summary of everything that you are doing. I'm fascinated about all the initiatives that you just mentioned, and I think what's amazing that I noticed is how similar it is to what we do here. Our entire marketing strategy at WazirX is just education, right? We talk to our users and we talk to our customers and make sure that they have a safe trading space. Also, for viewers from India who want to join the TKO Angels program, right? TKO Angels program, we have something called WazirX Warriors program, and that's what this is. So, any of you want to join this Angels program from India, please contact Nicole and DM her and enroll in the program because it's such a fantastic project that everyone wants to support. Uh, I think we are done with the Twitter questions. There are some very interesting live questions out here in the chat, and I think I'm going to now take one after the other. Uh, so I have three questions with me that I've already collected from the chat, and two questions remaining. So everyone who is listening, uh, post great questions. No when, moon, and price predictions. Anything except that. Okay. Uh, Here's the first question uh, from Saurav Hemchandrani. He asks, is TKO a deflationary asset? Is there a burn event or something built into the token which reduces the supply?
Okay. Yeah, I think Sorrows, like, yeah, I think he kind of studied our light paper really well. So yeah, actually we also have the mechanic of burning of 10% of the TKO supply. We're gonna have, I mean, for the burn, might have a burn party coming soon, and I will keep you updated. Basically, this is like, like I would say it's a conventional mechanic, just to keep people, like know, and just to keep the supply, like under in check, and to make sure that, of course, the price is going to be, stabilized as well in the future. So yes, we do have that mechanic, and you'll be invited to our burn party very soon.
That's amazing. So one more reason to hodl TKO token is the deflationary mechanism built inside of it. Apart from attending the party, right? That burn party.
Yes. Yeah.
Second
and
question.
yeah, sorry, just to add in, I mean, in that light paper you might be able to see all of our upcoming initiatives that we are running. So in Q3 there will be quite a few exciting updates, around the NFT platform that we are developing, and also with some of the other projects and mechanics. So believe me, I mean, with the current playground of Indonesia and the world, we have so many things, to play out. And I think other than the burning, there are quite a few, I would say, leverages that you can see when you hold TKO. So yeah, trust me on this.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Next question relates to this, but the other side, you mentioned that you've generated, I think, 10 million in net revenue, right? So Rajesh is asking, what are the different sources of revenue that you have?
It's actually the profit. It's not revenues.
Yeah. Sorry.
Profit. Yeah, it's 10 million in annualized profits. Yeah.
10 million is profit, but
yeah. So
what are the different channels that bring you revenue for this?
Sorry, come again?
So what are the different revenue channels that you have as an exchange, as a marketplace?
Okay. At the moment, still the trading fee is our main source of revenue. I mean, other than that, of course, with the upcoming investment of the Launchpad, we are rolling out quite a few initiatives, as I mentioned. So the NFT is one of them. We also run like quite a bit of staking and farming incentives. Incentives and initiatives as well with our partners like ForTube and Pancake and Bakery. So we are having kind of these investment coming in. And I think from now until the end of the year, you will be able to see how they play out in helping us to drive more revenue and profit. So I think 10 minutes is just the start.
Definitely. It looks like it's just the start. There are so many initiatives that you've already planned. And of course, for an exchange, the main revenue is the trading fee. But I'm sure this will grow as the ecosystem grows, right? On that note, next question, slightly different area here. Husus, I can't pronounce this name, sorry. I think that's Husis. Husis has asked, is TKO token environmentally friendly? So I think you mentioned it is a proof of stake token, not a proof of work token. So I think the answer here is yes. But would you like to elaborate on the environmental friendliness? Because that's the talk of town for crypto.
Yeah, I think it's a big yes. I'm not sure how I can. Yeah, so basically, as a POS token, of course, we consume much less energy than a POW. But I guess that there's a very good point to it, that we are trying to, kind of, let's say with the carbon emissions. So we are trying to compensate. It's not really our kind of, let's say, direct responsibility for now, but actually we are running some campaigns as well, and a project on how we can, kind of compensate for the carbon emissions that we give to the environment. This does contain to Indonesia just for now. But I guess later on we would try. I think this is more like a cross-industry collaborative effort. So it's not only TKO. But I think that with Binance and other project and the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, we will try to, come out with a more elaborate and I would say a more thorough effort to do that.
That sums it up from environment side. I think there are quite a few interesting questions here when it comes to larger vision. There is a question by Rohit who asks, do you see TKO becoming a mode of payment or a part of integrated banking system in Indonesia at any point in time?
I think that's a very good question. So as I mentioned, we believe in that vision. So the reason why we come up with the CDFI, kind of ecosystem is that we believe that at the end of the day, when people have the habit of using crypto, and then eventually they can see this whole new different opportunities that they can have with crypto. Basically, I think there's the shift is going to happen. But not too soon. So I think for now with BIDR, it's like I would say it's a transitory kind of gateway for people to start like using it. And we also do some integration with more mainstream payment gateways like GoPay, for example. So people can actually use their other, like let's say third-party platforms and wallets to deposit and buy TKO. So I think in the future, it's going to be a process, but basically we are trying to increase the number of touch points. We are trying to get more people to come in and kind of try out with different products. If they like the products, if they see the products work, at the end of the day, I think this is going to be the crypto going mainstream is going to be a reality. So it's not just a vision. So I think a number of countries as well are also trying out and experimenting with blockchain and CBDC, also especially in Asia Pacific and also in Europe. So I think that for Indonesia, the government, the authority, they are very open to new initiatives. And we hope that if they want to do that, then Tokocrypto is going to be one of the first projects to collaborate on that initiative.
That's amazing to know as well. And I think out of all the questions, we've just got last question remaining. And I would like to take a question from Saurabh Singh, who's saying, uh, what are the reasons an investor or a trader should hodl TKO? I know this would be repetitive. Lot of reasons you've given us: revenue, inflation in the token. But let's say if you were to point out the number one reason why, let's say, I should hold TKO token in simple words to sum all of our conversation. What would that be?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So as you mentioned, I think there are quite a few reasons why people should hold TKO. And I think from the AMA yesterday, also a lot of people asked about, let's say, how TKO is different from other tokens. Also, they're asking how we are going to be able to compete against other, let's say, competitors. So I would say my answer is that it does not lie with competition. So with this crypto space, at the moment, it's going to be more about collaboration because the space is still very small, and there's still so many opportunities that we can address, we can tackle via collaboration. So let's say, for example, with Binance, for example, they are, of course, they are the largest exchange in the world. But then, of course, when it comes to different countries, basically, they also need collaboration with different projects and with Indonesia. So Tokocrypto is their trusted partner. So we understand the market, we understand the people, we understand the culture, and we understand how to get people on the right crypto path. So the reason that I think that the main reason that you can, let's say, as holders of TKO, you can see that we are doing real business. So yeah, we can forget about all the story, of course, you can talk like endlessly about problem statement, about solutions and everything. But I think at the end of the day, if the business is real, then the value of the token is there. So we are not selling, we are not only targeting low hanging fruits, but we are actually doing real business with the people here. And Indonesia, as one of the largest, I would say, crypto markets. So there are 217 million people in here. And we have just been able to target maybe 5 or 7% of the population at the moment. So I think the room for growth is still massive, and to get people there, as I mentioned, so we have this whole transition path that we are doing with our partners in let's say a global scale like Binance, and at country level like with WazirX, and upcoming we also having partners in other countries like Vietnam, Hong Kong, Singapore, and the Philippines to stand by us and to kind of offer these values to the international users. So starting off with real business and with the upcoming initiatives on how to bring TKO and how to bring crypto mainstream, I think you have every reason to hold TKO. And I hope we can revisit this discussion maybe a couple of months from now, and you might be able to see how it's going to play out.
Definitely. I think you've given enough reasons to hold TKO and follow Tokocrypto. Follow Tokocrypto on their Twitter handle and their Telegram channel.
Yes.
Find it on Telegram, and I think the token itself and the ecosystem that you are developing is going to be massive one day, and hopefully we see. So to sum it up, what you said is 7% penetration of crypto in Indonesia, and 75% people are banked, are financially included already. So that's an easy market to get to. I think that just shows how rapid the growth is going to be once you start. And as you mentioned, yes, it seems like you're just getting started with 7%, right? That's a great thing. Nicole, any closing comments that you have? We are done with all the questions from the audience.
I think it has been the energy has been amazing since yesterday. I feel very pumped, and I hope that we can do more with WazirX and your community. to gain more footprint for TKO in India. Yeah, just follow us, talk with us, maybe now. And then yeah, I hope that I will be able to see some of you more, and maybe to receive you in Indonesia. Very short, have a new office. We are getting. It's going to be a real place, you know. And you know, maybe when this pandemic passes, we can just meet each. We can just meet the others, and you can get to see, you know, Indonesia in person. Yeah, so I hope to see more of you in Indonesia very soon. Yeah.
Definitely. It's a lovely place. Heard a lot about it, and as soon as pandemic gets over, definitely we will celebrate the burn party, or maybe $100,000 Bitcoin, or whatever we were getting
Welcome.
to celebrate. Right? Definitely we will celebrate.
Yeah, you're all welcome. Okay.
Thank you for being with us, and everyone, please follow Tokocrypto and Nicole on Twitter and Telegram. We will keep doing these AMAs, so please subscribe to WazirX channel to know more about all the tokens listed on WazirX. And at 6 p.m., we have an AMA with our community, so do log in for that as well. Thank you. Thank you, Nicole.
Okay, thank you, Farin. Thank you. Bye-bye.